All right, and welcome back to another episode of Ultras 11 podcast. We are joined today by another Premier League guy. His name is Zachary. He doesn't like Zachary though, so we just Zach. He's a West Ham fan, so
as you can see,
he's a little bit bitter and angry with me that I said Everton was gonna beat West Ham.
Not as long as Aaron O'Cressey's on the pitch.
I'm sorry.
you gotta. One thing we gotta give it to them. They got it done this weekend.
Yeah, they did.
Everton's not in the best form, but they got it done.
Well, I mean, okay, some of my takes, were extremely bold and out there, and it was just literally. This week I'm gonna be better. I will be better.
You got to be better than that.
Let's hope.
Those picks were a little bit wild last week.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know already, I completely lost. All my picks were wrong. I think did I get even one right?
No. You got every result and never mind the scores, just every result wrong.
Yeah,
so
that's what I mean. I think everything was completely wrong with that. But yeah. So what is my challenge for today?
Your challenge for today. Let me get it for you.
Well done, buddy.
With what? Thanks, dude.
At least you didn't say 3-0 Everton like the other guy.
Who said 3-0 Everton?
I think Mario.
Yeah, see, he doesn't know much, though. Poor thing. He's a Milan fan. So we're taking 2 shots of tequila today.
Of Casamigos mezcal.
Ooh, we got the fancy
Some
stuff.
Casamigos.
Are they sponsoring us?
No sponsor.
Okay.
No, we're not getting paid.
Soon.
No sponsor.
Okay.
Sorry. Make sure no labels for free.
So Joe, you got 2 shots this week.
I hope you know.
Hopefully you can do better next week. You gotta take him straight, man.
Back to back.
Back to back, yeah.
Get out of here.
No, back
One
to
at a
back.
time.
No, hey, you lost. Back to back.
One at a time. Oh,
Hey.
just inhaled that, buddy.
Just win, Joe. Just win next week, and then you can do whatever you want.
That's true, actually.
Take it back to back. Yeah, it's the fire inside.
It's kind of smooth, actually.
No, it's not.
It's got that fiery burn.
Oh, no, there's
Tastes like a bonfire.
It tastes like couches.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like you ran through a smoke circle.
Oh, that's the face of defeat.
I think I threw up a little bit in my mouth there.
You okay?
I don't like tequila.
Are you okay?
No.
Are you gonna be a little bit better with your predictions next week? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was really bad. I smell it.
So I think Joe learned a lesson this week.
Oh, it smells on my hands.
Take the predictions a little bit more seriously.
Bet against the irons, you get the hammer.
Honestly, all I smell is the tequila right now.
Oh, you're gonna keep smelling it. That'll be with you this episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move forward with that.
That mic's gonna smell like bonfire.
It smells really bad right now. Let's just move forward and let's talk about these results over the weekend. And let's go.
Okay, let's talk about what happened first with the West Ham and Everton game.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
We got the West Ham fan here.
A sensational showing from the boys against Everton.
Zach, move up
Not a
little bit.
doubt. I don't know how close I got to be.
Yeah, right there.
Not a doubt in my mind that we were going to take that victory. Going out there, we're on a great run of form. We got Europa League coming up. We're going guns blazing. Aaron O'Cressey lining up for a free kick. Is it going to go in every time? Probably not. But when it does, it's
Phenomenal.
And it's Everton. So
Everton
60
needs
mil
to do something,
to a
man.
pigeon.
I honestly, on the weekend, I watched that game. I saw that goal. First thing I thought of, I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, Zach right now is going absolutely
It's terrible
insane.
because West Ham. I don't hate West Ham. I just like saying West Ham is bad because I know it gets under his skin, just like they do with me.
But the thing is, it's the reality of West Ham. It's I want to like them. Like I watch them play. Like I enjoy watching them. But at the end of the day, they're so inconsistent. And like for him being a fan like that, I mean, like that's that's worse than being a Roma
Zach
fan.
used to be an inconsistent fan, actually.
Huh?
Not for West Ham, though. West Ham's always been my heart and soul. The only thing is, whenever I'm watching a European competition, I'm always going to take an English team.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
that's why you often see me rooting for the likes of a Manchester United in Champions League. But
Yeah, no,
that didn't work out so well for them, did they?
That didn't work out this year for them.
Chelsea with the upset, and not a good way.
Yeah.
Brentford decided Yeah, we saw you scored that screamer, Rudiger, and it was very nice. But
Yo, like that game just completely turned around.
dude, and did you see Thiago Silva's wife? How she is like defending like everything that Thiago Silva's doing and the team. Like
Man,
really bad.
that
showing.
that result, like, I didn't expect that at all. Especially like the form that Chelsea's been in recently. I thought they had that game in the bag for sure.
Yeah.
Especially going up 1-0, I was like, okay, this game, you know what? They're probably going to get another
Well,
one.
Rudiger celebrated like they just won the Champions League final.
But look at Rudiger,
he
man.
sprinted to the ref. He jumped on him. He hugged him. Like,
The guy celebrates.
I love him, don't get me
I know, I
wrong,
love him
but-
too. He celebrates tackles. He celebrates yellow cards too. Like the guy's just he's an animal, man. Like he's not human.
Zach, I know you have something to say about the Chelsea game.
Was Chelsea at home?
I think so.
No.
No. Was it an away game?
I believe it was an away game. Zach can't see right now.
So it's not
the
that
screen we're
embarrassing.
looking at.
But I mean, to concede
Oh,
4 goals to
they
Brentford.
were sorry. They
We've
were,
lost to them in the past, but we're West Ham. You're Chelsea. You're champions of Europe.
and actually of all clubs.
And the Club World Cup.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sorry, Rosati, if you're listening to this right now, but
Hey, but shout out to Christian Eriksen.
yeah.
No,
Goal and
but
assist?
that was just. That was I don't even know, man. I think Christian Eriksen, honestly, he's just inspiring all these teams. I think he's gonna like. Is Brentford in relegation? Are they in
No.
relegation? Are they close to it?
I think they're
14th,
comfortable.
I think.
They're comfortable.
Yeah, they're 14th. What are they? 33 points, and Watford has 22. Okay, I mean, yeah, they are. Man, Everton's really close, 25 points.
That's shocked.
That's insane. That's
Why are you
actually
that
insane.
bad
Frank.
with the team
Hey,
you
you know what?
have,
Hey,
man.
you know what? We can all say now. CR 7th because Man U is currently sitting in 7th.
West Ham's ahead of them.
West Ham's ahead of Man U.
Look at that.
Maybe Ronaldo does go to West Ham next year, man.
No.
It's a step
No, we
up.
don't need him. We don't need him.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh no, you don't need him.
they have Jared Bowen.
I'll take him
Jared
as a
Bowen.
player coach.
Jared
Bowen.
Bowen's the best right winger in the Prem,
Most
right?
goal contributions in the Premier League
Yeah,
right now.
see, there you go.
Is Mark Noble still on the team?
Yep.
Club
This is last
captain. How
year.
do you get rid of him?
Last year.
Fun,
I mean-
fun fact about the like stats for the Premier League in 2022, most assists in the Prem, Kulusevski.
You have a reject.
Since
been
joining
pretty
there, man,
good at Tottenham.
man, he's been playing phenomenal. Bentancur has been doing nothing, but him with Tottenham, he's been playing phenomenal.
Well, I mean, Kulusevski, you always knew was a good player. It was just a matter of like the scenery for him. The scene like at Juve wasn't for him.
No,
He just wasn't built to be a part of like that team.
and even he wasn't getting consistent like playing time.
Yeah,
so.
even when he did well, he wasn't there. He wasn't even on the game sheet the next game.
No, yeah,
It was
that's
like,
what I mean.
Oh yeah,
How
you
you
did
gonna-
well.
how you
Thanks
gonna
for
build
that,
off
but
that?
see you later.
Exactly. How you gonna build anything off of that?
Man U tied against Leicester City.
Yeah.
Kind of took me by
You
surprise.
you
when-
took what Leicester winning 3-1.
Yeah,
Like I know Man U's bad.
Harry
but I mean,
Maguire is a bum. I don't.
He is
ex-
arguably the worst professional footballer, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I
Yeah.
honestly don't know how he became a soccer
At his
player.
price point.
Sol Campbell or Harry Maguire. Who are you going with?
Sol Campbell.
Okay.
He's a snake, but doesn't mean he was a bad player.
Well,
No, man. I don't think. I think you can ask anybody versus Maguire, and that person wins. Maguire is just—he's not a soccer player.
no,
He's not a soccer player.
he's just a big presence. Maybe
He's a
That's
slab
it.
head.
Well, yeah, okay, that I know, but he's literally just a big guy. That's
But
it.
he
He's
has
just
n-
meat.
but he has no
He's
skill.
Like they should be calling him meat. That's all he is.
He's just a body. He's good for corner kicks because he can just throw himself in the air and just hopefully like it hits off him and goes in the net. And I mean
Throw
for
his head at Ronaldo.
yeah, and throw his head. Yeah, like I don't even know, man.
Yeah, that team's in a bit of a shambolic state, in my opinion.
Yeah, no.
I mean, even that whole Rashford
I did not
Alanga
expect-
thing.
Oh, did you see that?
I mean,
this
there's no
weekend?
way you're going to the changing room after that and you're shaking hands.
No,
It-
Rashford's leaving.
Listen, man, happens to the best of us.
Rashford has to be leaving.
I didn't see
Clearest
what
cut
happened.
chance ever, and Alanga swung his foot in. They clipped each other. Ball didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. No, it was bad.
And
man.
Rashford barely even features now.
I know.
So like
And I feel
that
so
that
bad
makes
for
it
him.
even worse for. But
Because
where's
he was coming off. He was coming off such a good season.
Where's
last
he
year.
gonna go though? That's the biggest thing.
It's
Like,
gonna be
don't get me
somewhere else
wrong.
in the Prem.
There's
It's
a
gonna be
lot of
somewhere else in the
teams.
Prem.
There's definitely a lot of teams after him. He's a solid player. He's fast, tall, strong. Like
Personally, I
goes
see him
to
going.
Juve.
No. Man, not everyone goes to Juve. Personally, I see him going to City or Liverpool.
not City.
I can see him going. I can see him going to City.
no, he's a homeboy, right? So
So where's he gonna go? He's not gonna go to Chelsea.
I don't think City needs
I don't think
to sign
anybody's
anybody.
gonna
Well,
go to
that's
Arsenal.
the thing. City doesn't need him. Zach
but
said it best.
City don't need
Oh, man,
anybody. They
Arsenal's
still
pretty
sign
hot
him.
right now.
Arsenal just lost to
know.
Crystal Palace 3-0.
Yeah, but from where they started the league,
Oh well, yeah, but
Yeah, But you always know they always end up there. They always are shit, but they always still end up top 5, top 4, whatever. It's always up there.
It's pretty crazy that Tottenham's in 4th place right now.
Yeah, it's actually quite disgusting to look at Tottenham not high on the table.
Man, with Conte, you know he's going to be up there, man. They're not going to be a 7th place team like a Man U.
I don't think Conte's the move. I don't
Conte,
think.
Joe,
Don't get me wrong, he's
no matter
inspiring
what,
them right now. I just don't.
Joe,
I think
I will
he leaves.
guarantee you, and then within hopefully he stays within like 3 years, but within the next 3 years he's going to win with Tottenham. Something with Tottenham.
No.
He will. Joe,
Okay, well,
he
okay,
will
wait,
win
hold
something.
on. He could get them to that point, but again, Daniel Levy is just stupid. He'll get rid of the coach. Mourinho brought them to their first cup final.
Yeah.
What did he do? They sacked Mourinho. Why?
Even Poach.
He
too.
got you
Or,
to
no,
that
Poach
point.
stepped down.
I think no. With Poch, I think they replaced him.
Yeah, because I think he stepped down. I think he left after that.
Are you? Yeah.
I think so.
I'm not too sure about that. Poch was a good coach, like
Yeah.
for Tottenham. He fit that system well. I just don't like. He's not a fantastic coach, but he's not a bad coach.
Yeah.
It's like an Unai Emery, not a bad coach, but like
I honestly, I feel like Emery. I think is a great coach. His name just got ruined when he went to Arsenal.
Yeah,
because
that's what
Arsenal
it
was
was.
just at such a bad state, and like
well, it's the same with.
it's hard to go to a team like that. And look at Conte. Like Conte's a great coach.
Yeah.
He went to Tottenham. You see that they're flawed because like he's struggling with them, and he's even saying like it's hard. Like give me time.
Yeah. Well, even with Mourinho with Man U when he was on the Spurs, like stuff like that, everyone was criticizing him.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying, "How aren't you like doing these things? Look at your team, stuff like that." Sometimes it's just it's not a good fit.
It doesn't. Like, there's
It
players
doesn't
that
work out.
just because they have a big name, it doesn't mean that they're going to work.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the problem I think with Man U is they just were going out to sign everybody because they could and they wanted to. And
Well,
look where it got
Man U right now, I see that they're linked with a lot of like different coaches right
Yeah,
now, and
cool.
I see one of the
because
biggest.
Rangnick, he's
yeah.
not going to be the permanent coach.
One
He's
of the
just there
biggest
now.
names that I keep on seeing there is Eric Ten Hag, and
Yeah,
I
I've
will
seen
be
that.
honest with you, that is the worst decision for them.
You think so?
100%, it's the worst
Yeah?
decision. Eric Ten Hag is a fantastic coach, and I think he definitely has a bright future as a coach, but not under Man U's umbrella.
Yeah.
Man U will never be able to play, first off, his style of play, that total football, whatever. And second off, he needs time, and Man U will not give him that
Yeah, they
time.
wanna
They
win
need a
now.
coach, like, for now,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a Conte. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, you give him a year and a half to tinkle with the team a little bit, boom, he'll get
And you're
you
going
something.
to get something.
That's what Man U demands. And Ten Hag, again, fantastic coach.
Yeah.
Just not the right pick for them. You put Ten Hag on a West Ham, on a Leicester, on... Okay, maybe not Everton. I was going to say Everton. Like the Wolves,
Everton,
whatever.
I don't think he'll say a
Then
lot to say about
definitely you could see Ten Hag doing something with
Yeah.
them because, like, he'll mold a different image for them. He'll get the players. He'll tinkle with the guys he already has at his disposal.
Mm-hmm.
He'll make Mark Noble the best number 10 in the Prem.
How old is he now?
36 maybe?
Jesus.
So, I mean,
He's still going.
he's a good guy, but he's not that good of a player. You can't be at a club that long, never got a
Obviously.
transfer offer. So just a club legend, you know?
He's a club
Something
legend,
personal.
man. He's good enough to be on the team, but not good enough to.
I'm not even 100%
Make
sure
it
he has a
somewhere
cap
else.
for England, to be honest with you.
I don't think so.
But the problem with United, and a lot of people are putting it on the manager, and you guys talked about a lot of managers in these football clubs. People put too much pressure on these managers,
Yeah.
and they put too much. It's the manager's. The problem with United right now doesn't matter who's the manager. The changing room's gone.
Yeah. Oh
Okay?
yeah.
These players play like, no offense, garbage. And I'm not a professional footballer, but on a professional footballing level, they play very poorly.
Yeah.
They don't have any motivation. You have games where Fred is your best player. Okay? And then after the game, they go and they tweet out, "Oh, don't worry, we'll come back next week just as strong.
Yeah, come back
We're going to
stronger."
come back stronger. You know, we don't want to let you guys down." The whole change room's lost, in my opinion. They need to rebuild the team.
Yeah.
They've tried to keep too many guys while also bringing in too many guys.
It's not mixing well.
But again, doesn't that kind of fall on the manager in a sense to keep the dressing room not like motivated, but to keep it in order to a certain extent?
But I feel like United is very heavily influenced by their owners and
Yeah.
the aboves.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The manager
Big time.
doesn't have as much say as you think. Because I guarantee you, not a lot of managers are going to be looking out there to sign Ronaldo.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, 100%.
At this time, no.
Especially because, like, okay, Ole, he wasn't great, but he had something good going, and they kind of forced Ronaldo on him. And you do have to change your whole play style for Ronaldo.
Oh,
obviously.
100%. You build around him then at that point.
But it did. It threw off the whole momentum that the team had going, where they were pressing, they were tracking back, everybody was doing everything, and now, I don't know, they're in a rut. It's kind of heartbreaking to see.
Yeah. I really thought, like, this season, they were going to be battling for, like, the top spot, like, with City, with Liverpool. Because last year, like, they really ended off on, like, they looked good,
They ended on a high.
They looked very,
getting
very
Bruno
good.
Fernandes was honestly
That was
one of those, like...
Dude, he's been phenomenal for them.
like, and he really just came out, like, guns blazing. Like, he proved why he had the price tag he did. He proved why he was so sought after. And he came out guns blazing. Getting Ronaldo then literally just kind of put a hinder on him.
Guys like Rashford and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, completely. And imagine, like, the same team, like, that they had at the beginning of the year, no Ronaldo. Imagine, like, with Ole, with this team that he had now, with Alanga there too. Like, dude, I feel like he would have done, like, he would have been in top 3 this year if he was still there with that team.
I don't think Ole's a great coach.
I don't think so
by
either.
any means.
But he had the team.
Yeah.
He had them motivated. He had them, like, they were playing as a team.
That I'll agree
That's what Manu was missing for so long.
I think their biggest mistake was actually going out to find another striker. And I know it sounds bad. I'm not saying ride out Cavani.
Yeah.
But Cavani ended on a high.
Yeah.
He was doing very well.
Yeah.
Why aren't you going to try to keep that momentum?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you go, like, I get you want a long-term replacement maybe.
Yeah.
That's their goal. I really don't know. But you also had Rashford there.
Yeah.
Who could play up the middle. Greenwood is now on Prison FC. I get that. But,
Yeah.
like, you know, like, they had that. Controversial. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like they had the momentum already. It was like getting Ronaldo, I feel like, just stopped that completely. It's like, you know what? We need to win it right now. And
it's like we need
Ole
to win
isn't
right
built
now.
for that.
And you don't have time with that with Ronaldo.
Yeah.
You have to win. With those guys there, it's like, you know, we're young. Like, let's build off last year. You know, let's keep going. Let's keep growing. Let's sign this edition. But they signed Ronaldo, and the whole plan's just completely changed. And Ole was like, okay, now
I feel like they lost the plot, even in regards to, like, what is their style?
Yeah.
What are they looking to sign? Are they going for youngsters? Are they going for age? Like, what really are you doing at that point?
And that's what I feel like Ole was when he was there. Like, in that time, man, he was bringing back that identity that Man U had, like, back in the day, and he was bringing that
passion.
That passion that, you know, we got to win now. Like, I'm sorry, not win now, but, like, this team, it's like like Juve. It's like all these top teams. You know, I have to mention Juve because they're my boys.
Yeah,
but, like,
such a
Barca,
top team.
like Real Madrid, they have, like, an expectation.
Yeah.
Even in their growing phases, it's always, you got to win something. You know, they're gonna be like that, and he was bringing that back, I feel. But the problem was Ronaldo came, and it was, you know what, we have to win now. And a lot of these guys had a lot more pressure on them, and it completely, I feel like, crushed a lot of players.
Yeah.
And like Rashford, like, I feel like now Rashford, he's completely done with that team, and he's gonna want.
I'm
gonna
be honest with you. I think Rashford, going back to, like, where he could end up and whatever, I could see him on, like, an Arsenal. I know it's a little bit far fetched, but hear me out. They
do need a striker.
They have, exactly.
They do need a striker.
Lacazette's older. Aubameyang, you already know,
he's
once he
gone.
returns, like, he's not
I
happy.
think he stays with Barca.
That's what I mean.
He's
Like,
fucking-
I
he's
think
going off, man, there.
he's doing well there. He's gonna want to, like, push to stay, something like that, whatever. They're gonna be looking for a new number 9.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Rashford's a pure, like, number 9, but I do think under that, like, whole thing they got going on with Emile
the players
Smith
they
Rowe,
have
Martinelli on the left, whatever, and Saka on the right.
Yeah.
I do think they could do something very well with, like, that front 3 rotation. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I honestly, like, and I feel like he can play that position. Like you said, doesn't actually play that position, but he could play that position well.
Yeah, and
he's
especially,
played there
like,
before, and he's shown that he can.
Yeah,
he can do
with
it.
the right front 3, he could alternate.
With the right
through,
guys
you know
around
what I mean?
him,
Like,
he can.
Saka
he can
could step into the middle, Martinelli could step into the middle, like, and they're always just alternating, something like that. I think he could do well there, and they are looking for a number 9.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that works out.
See, like, look at like with the teams now, like, honestly, I think, like, the Prem in, like, I'd say 2-3 years, it's gonna be a lot tighter than it is now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not gonna be
Definitely.
just City, just Liverpool. Like, it's gonna be a lot. Like, you're gonna see Tottenham up there tight. I think Arsenal's gonna be up there.
Weird.
It was.
I feel like in every league,
West Ham
it's been
even, like,
a funky thing.
West Ham could even be fighting like tight for top 4, but they need to be making some signings.
We let some easy games slip.
But I know. But you guys also needed
Listen,
some depth signing, especially
West
being
Ham
in Europe
could
now.
still
Yeah, that's
actually
what's
make
killing
top
us.
4 right now. Honestly,
If they weren't in Europe, they're top 4. But being in top 4, Joe, it's same problem with, like, Roma. These teams, they don't have the depth for it, so they can make a challenge. They can get to top 4, and you're like, holy, like, they actually made it. But being in the competitions in both of them, they don't have the depth to last.
Yeah.
Like
So
I
they start
love
getting
Rice.
tired
Right? I've
and
never
everything.
seen him play a bad game, but at the end of the day, he's getting run into the ground
Yeah, he's playing every game, every minute.
every game, every minute. Him, Susek. Like we need somebody to bring on, and who are we gonna bring on? Mark Noble.
Goes back to Mark
That's what I
Noble.
mean. These guys
You
can't
honestly
get any
sub on
rest.
Mark Noble, and like the team gets worse.
Yeah, but
Even with your the wingers on West Ham, like Bowen, yeah, he's doing well. It was kind of like a revelation that he's doing well.
Yeah. Ben
But
Rama's
But exactly
the most inconsistent person in the world.
on his day, he's fantastic.
Fornals plays out wide. He can play in the middle. Antonio, beginning of the year, the guy was Ronaldo R9 reincarnate. Now all he does is put his back up against people and hold up the play. Which I mean, I'm not hating because other people are
still
scoring,
doing his
but
job. Yeah, as long
I
as
want that,
as
I want
long
that
as it's
magic
getting done.
back, man. That was a good time in life.
As long as it comes back now at the end of the season, just to finish it off.
Yeah, finish strong.
That's all you can-
if-
Well,
Well,
that's all
because
you need.
the way we got to look at it is okay. We focus on top four, but right now, in my opinion, our biggest priority is Europa League.
Yeah,
But like, I'm curious to see now how a United plays because they have really nothing to play for.
yeah.
So I want to see because this is where you see if the players are playing with the passion
Yeah.
or do they just give up?
Because even Arsenal, they're 3 points on top of you guys, but they have
Arsenal
2 games in
Arsenal
hand.
lost against
Yeah, the
Crystal
whole,
Palace today.
schedule's kind
Everyone has so many games
Yeah, the
missing.
schedule-
Yeah, when you
long.
actually look like the Premier League compared
Chelsea
to every
2,
every
Tottenham
league,
1,
it's
Liverpool
crazy.
1.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. There was only a couple teams.
the
with
Prem
31
I think
games.
is the only league that has this many games.
Yeah,
like
'cause
other
they
teams
had-
have
they had a
like,
lot
in
of
hand and
them.
stuff like that.
Yeah, they had a lot of them
Protocols,
rescheduled.
This,
yeah,
that,
with the
whatever.
COVID and everything like that.
Roman Abramovich taking back over Chelsea or something weird happening again. No one knows anymore.
Yeah, no, there was just a lot going on.
I think he could afford one more year at the club. Afford one more year.
Boo.
Oh,
Thank you.
sorry, it took me one moment.
I guess that game was one to forget.
Okay. Move on with these dad jokes.
I kind of enjoy them. Not
A
gonna
little bit of heartbreak on the weekend. A little bit of controversy.
No, always
Juve Inter.
controversy with Juve.
Hey, but this time it wasn't for Juve. It was against them.
Good.
No, not good.
Taste of your own medicine.
No,
A taste of your own medicine.
no. Because it could have been you too. It was you at one point.
You two hell of a band. Regardless,
I still don't like how they gave me a free CD. That was messed up.
they forced it onto everyone.
That was messed up. That was
That
really
was
messed
something
up.
that got swept under the rug
Yeah.
way too easily by everybody.
No one talked about that.
I think we should actually go back to this.
I like to call out Bono if you're listening.
If you ever see this, that was messed up, man.
Yeah, and your little cameo appearance in Entourage wasn't that big of a deal, pal. Tell you that for free. But yeah, no, Juve Inter, a little bit of
That was,
controversy.
did you seen the game? That was
Yeah,
bad.
like don't get me wrong, the pen was definitely justified.
It was
It was
in
a
the
foul.
moment,
It's
being I was
soft.
heated. Probably said it wasn't a pen, but it was. At the end of the day, I knew it was definitely a pen.
Yeah.
Soft, but it was going to be
It's
called.
it's to me the whole retaking
Yeah.
process that I'm just
But
confused by. Like
That's just the ref. The ref had no balls that game.
it's not even that, dude. It's just for some reason Italy went from having the best referees in
yeah.
the league and in the world. Sorry, not just the league, obviously the league, but in the world to having these guys that literally have no spine. There's zero consistency. There's not like, is that like what is the ruling when players cross that line when they step into the box too early during a
Yeah,
penalty
because
shot?
it makes no sense. Because when they retook the penalty,
It happened again.
Killian was in the box again, and they
That's
didn't
what I mean.
call
like,
it.
Like, does it only matter if the guy misses the
But-
penalty shot
See,
because it's an unfair
that's
advantage?
that's where I think the ref he had no balls because if he did that because he didn't want to decide if it was a goal or no goal because all he had to say was it was a foul on Danilo or no it was an own goal stands and that's it, move on from the play.
Yeah.
But he made this whole thing and just started this whole controversy for what? Then you see the foul at the end on Zakaria. They call it was a free kick. Then you see it today. It was inside the box. Like how do you miss him like that with VAR?
Well, that again, that's the thing. It's inconsistency. Some games they'll go back and check and be like, "Hey, wait, that was actually in the box. Can you review that?"
Yeah.
Some games it's like, "Yeah, you know what, you're fine."
But he
Whatever,
reviewed
leave
it too.
alone.
Like it said, checking for possible penalty, and he's waiting there with his finger. And then no, free kick. Like,
it's-
and you watch the replay, and you're like, oh no, that was inside the box. No, free
even
kick. Like,
Screen
what?
yard just absolutely
Oh, just
bullying
trucking-
Vlahovic.
yeah, just-
like what was that?
wasn't even
Like,
going for the ball,
I'm
just
sorry, like
threw his body at him. Like honestly, like that. Like you know, I get the whole like Chiellini's that kind of player, but Chiellini's not like that. Like he's a smart player. He'll actually go for the ball. He's not gonna try to hurt the player.
There's a difference between being a butcher
Yeah.
and then like kind of like an elegant butcher.
Yeah.
Like Chiellini still makes good interceptions.
But
he still
when
reads the play. He still does this.
He'll
does
break
that,
your
whatever.
balls.
But yeah,
he knows what he's doing when he's making. He's not going to try to hurt you in the tackle. He'll try to win the ball back. No, he'll take you out like to get the foul. But he won't like Skriniar. I feel like will like try to actually like hurt the guy.
Yeah,
and like physically like get the guy injured.
Yeah,
like he doesn't care.
Well, it goes back to like even like a Pepe.
Yeah,
or Pep. I don't know how you pronounce it properly.
Yeah,
Zach, do you want to correct me?
Pepe.
There you go.
Pepe.
So it's like him though. He's honestly a butcher.
Yeah.
He's in your face. He'll slap you in the mouth, blow your hair, all this stuff.
But
he's tactical about it.
But see, the one thing
He's
about
still
his
a
game,
good
he was
defender.
able to develop because at the beginning he was just a straight butcher. Like
I mean,
everyone hated him.
I don't know if he developed.
No, he had
He was
no.
just tolerated.
No. He had no skill at the beginning. Like he was like Skriniar. But then you saw as he got older, he matured and he was actually able to hold on to the ball. It wasn't like the prettiest when he held on to it.
Yeah.
But he was able to not lose it and play the ball off.
Yeah.
Now you look at
he
him
was
now.
able to do
He's,
that. And now he's playing phenomenal. He's
sensational.
39 years old. He's having some of the best games of his life. See these defenders, man. They just get better with age.
Except Jose Font. I'm sorry.
I feel like
Jose Font sucks.
he's never been good.
he's played great the last couple games. But
Who does
But
he
yeah.
even play for right now, Jose
Hey.
Font?
sorry, boy. That's international football talk. You don't got to worry about that.
But Joe, hold on. Before we move on from this,
Makes me sick looking at that table. Though.
yeah, me too.
Why does it make you sick?
Because Milan's on top.
I mean, it couldn't be. It's not going to be for long, man. Not
I
for
would
this 1
honestly
point.
take any other team on that table at the top of the table.
Even Roma?
100%. And I'm a Lazio fan.
He's not a Lazio fan.
Yeah, I am.
His grandfather is a Lazio fan, which
Close enough.
I'll pay respects to that.
He's
I will
also
not.
he's
Sure.
also a Lazio fan.
But
But no, going back to the Juve and Inter game.
I don't want to.
How did that's what I don't get is these referees. How do you constantly throughout the year, and it's not just Juve, it's not just you see it's with Inter, with Juve, with Milan, with Roma, with Napoli, with Atalanta, every team, these bad calls are happening. It's not like it's favoritism towards Juve or Inter or Milan. It's happening to all these teams, and it's always in big games. They're missing these calls, and they're making
that's
bad calls.
the biggest thing. If you look back, every time one of the top 7 teams have played against each other, there's controversial moments. And
Every time.
In the moment, obviously, okay, when it happened, Juve against Roma,
Yeah.
when after Tammy Abraham scored, he blew back a foul and it was a penalty shot and all this stuff.
And they
was
called it back.
And it was all confusing. In the moment, you're heated about why are you making that decision?
Yeah.
Then you somewhat understand it. It's okay, there was a foul, something happened, whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Even though I don't agree, fine, I get it. But then when you're taking the penalty shot and you see the infringement where Chiellini and 3 other Juve players are over the line, stepping up, you don't call it. Okay, you don't want to call it, you don't want to call it. That's fine.
And then you watch it this weekend.
Then you watch it next week against another big team. Oh, no, you know what? We're going to call it back now. You're going to retake it.
You're gonna retake the
and then
penalty.
for the referee in the tunnel to say to Cristante and openly even admit he said it. It's not my fault you missed the penalty shot.
Yeah.
You blew the play back after, and it's stuff like that. I'm not saying Roma would have went on to win the game.
Yeah.
In no way, shape,
But
or
it's just-
form.
it's just
Let's
the
get real, Roma
officiating
would
is
have
just
bottled it.
horrible.
But that's what I mean. It's just some of these things, it makes an impact on the final result to the extent where it could motivate the team or it could screw them over.
Yeah,
You know,
And then, but looking from from the outside, I can just imagine if I was a fan of the Prem and I didn't watch much Serie A, but I watched yesterday's game, I'd be watching that game and be like, "What the hell is this? This
yeah,
league's
it's a disaster.
joke.
It is.
How do you guys watch this every week?"
And then people like us that would watch it 24/7, it's this is a tight race. We've gotten kind of used to it at this point. That's whatever. It's just a tight race.
We complain but that's what it is, and it shouldn't be, man. It used to be so much and I'm not saying because I watched the league it should be the top league. I'm not saying that at all, but it was always known as one of the top leagues.
Yeah.
Now it's just falling further and further behind. And they don't even care.
That doesn't go down to the referees.
No, but it's the league. It's the league in general.
Yeah, I was gonna
Joe.
say I think it's
because
just the
who they're
league in
hiring
general,
is I don't know where they're finding these guys. We used to Joe.
Kellogg's.
You said it just before. We had some of the best referees in the world. We were known. Italy was known. Oh yeah, they have the best referee. Oh, it's Italian ref. Oh, okay, perfect. Now, no one wants Italian refs because they're horrible.
Yeah, because it goes back to like even like I feel like Italian refs now at this point they had that image of being the tough as nails, but then also with that image you included the match fixing that happened in 2006 and like all other years, whatever. So now I feel like there's this like image for Italian referees that they could be bought, this and that, so they're useless. And now at this point, like there's no training involved to be a referee or something. Like
they just need them. I feel
exactly. They're just throwing them out there. It's the same 3 or 4 refs I always see, and and those are like technically the top Italian
ones,
referees.
yeah.
And they just suck.
Or
Sato,
horrible. Oh, he's horrible.
with all the money he makes, you would think he could fix his teeth. First off, second off, like he's the man. Every game controversy.
No.
Hey, they stated 20 different apologies though.
Yeah. No.
Yay.
I'm so over that. I'm so over that league right now. You know what? Let's move on from this because I'm done talking Serie A.
Yeah,
pissed off about it now.
I don't want to discuss
heated.
this anymore. You know what? I would like to actually speak to Zach right now. Pick his brain a little bit because he's been a little bit quiet.
Yeah, get him a little bit involved. You know.
Yeah. So you know what, Zach? Zach is a man of the past. A lot of he's very nostalgic.
He's enjoyed
I'm
soccer.
a nostalgia merchant.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he clings on to the hammers. No, I'm kidding.
Never really were good.
Yeah.
It's probably our best season of all time, probably.
Regardless, I have a question for you.
I'm here.
I want you to name your starting 11 of all time, but of that you actually had the pleasure of seeing. Not like you heard they were great like Pele.
You never watched a Pele game. And
or
no
Beckenbauer.
YouTube. Yeah, no, the YouTube doesn't count. Guys,
right.
You've watched.
See if I can pull it out off the top of my head.
Putting you on the spot here.
It's tough, though, because the defenders, obviously a lot of great defenders, but you don't really like wasting all-time spots on defenders, right? Go 3-4-3.
All right.
3-4-3.
3-man backline. All right.
And net, always a tough call for me.
I'm going to need a beer for this.
Because you got Casillas, one of the greats.
Okay.
You also got Buffon, one of the greats. Both had really good careers. Casillas had his cut a little bit short.
Poor thing.
I think deep down in my body, in my soul, I'm going to go with Buffon on this one. Yeah. So I'm going to put Buffon between the pipes.
I won't argue that,
I won't
personally.
argue that.
All right, 3 center backs.
I got that. I agree.
100% Sergio Ramos is going in there. One of my favorites. He's won it all. He doesn't need to prove anything to anybody else anymore. People say, good PSG doesn't play anymore. No. Who cares?
Yeah, he's done enough.
Okay.
Another center back. I'm also going to go with... see, this is where the nostalgia comes a little bit because I'm going to have to go with Cannavaro. All right, that 2006 campaign was just something special, man.
That is taking me by complete surprise. I did
know,
not
it's a weird
expect
one.
to hear that
It's a
name
weird one.
at
I did
all.
not either.
Wow.
It's a weird one.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm good so far.
But
Yeah.
I mean, that
That
06, the tackle, and then
that year,
Toquero goal. Oof.
that year he had, man, he was on another level.
Could he have done it without Materazzi? I don't know. Maybe not to his fullest abilities.
There it is.
I think personally, you put that kind of out beside Nesta in that team,
It never worked.
No chance.
Honestly, I can't even argue that either because it's kind of true.
Yeah. Did it work?
It worked. And it worked out very well, too.
Did Cannavaro Materazzi work, though?
Yeah.
It did. So,
Nesta's career highlight is he tackled Messi once.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever heard of him.
and playing
Anyways.
beside Maldini.
Yeah, that guy. Other center back. Last center back. This one's a tough one for me. Because I got to go with somebody. I'm going Premier League center back here. And there's a big 3 for Premier League center backs that I've had the pleasure of watching. You have John Terry, right? Not the most technical defenders, but got the job done. Then you got Rio, homegrown West Ham guy. Obviously found a lot more success at United, but, we started him. And then you have Vidic, in my opinion, who did it in 2 leagues, right? That's the thing he has above Rio and John Terry here. Did with Inter, did with United. I don't know. This one's too tough for me. Give me Vidic. Give me Vidic. I need a little bit of a wall there. Kind of was a smaller guy. Ramos, big in spirit.
So that's why I asked him.
So give me Vidic. I want somebody who's going head first into that ball. Phil Jones it, crawling across the floor. Strikers running at him. They're scared. They got to double think. I'm taking Vidic. It's final answer. Lock it in.
Have you ever seen PK play or anything by any chance?
Yeah, I've also seen Iniesta play. What does that have to do with anything?
Wait, okay.
Yeah.
Let's your first
Iniesta's
two.
the worst
your
soccer player
first two.
of all time.
And hold on, like I'm kind of.
Wow.
So Maldini wasn't there. Maldini, not even probably considered one of the
Not
best.
my kind of center back.
Okay,
Not what I'm looking
but
for.
I mean, still
I'm a
considered-
manager
Still
here.
probably one of the best center backs to ever play the game.
sure.
I actually want to point out one thing.
What?
Vidic, I do actually rate, and I
I
will
do
say
too.
he's solid. And he
I do
probably,
too,
he probably
but-
would make my bench for all
But you got to
time.
look at who I'm putting him
I
beside.
would not
Yeah,
start.
no.
So I think that he complements. They
Yeah,
complement
and
each other
that's
really
why
well.
I won't argue too much. But the only thing I will correct you on is what other team did he do well on? And if you say Inter, he played 28 minutes, I think.
Yeah, and I think
Maybe
I think it was
even
like,
less. I
I
think
think he went there when they were like a seventh place team. You just saw he played for Inter. Like, yeah, he played.
Yeah.
I
Zach-
swear down, he played for somebody
Zach
No,
is
Zach-
before
just,
United.
Zach-
He didn't go straight to United.
He might have.
Before
I think
United.
he went to play. He played somewhere else.
could
but I
have
don't
played
think
on
it
like
wasn't
Dinamo
thing.
Zagreb.
Yeah,
Are you sure? Anyways, whatever. I just remember watching him in Real on United.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Again, Vidic is fantastic, and to complement Cannavaro, I think it's actually a good decision. You know, you have the little guy like that reads everything, beside the big, strong man.
Oof, and what a handsome fella.
he
He's
played
not-
on Spartak Moscow. So
Yeah, dude, best team in Russia.
he was on Inter. He was on Inter from 2014 to 2016. 23 appearances, 1 goal.
I was close. I said
What more can
28
you ask out of a
minutes.
center back? 1 goal in 23 games as a center back? It's a pretty good return. Anyways, let's move up to midfield.
Yeah, let's go.
This is where things get spicy.
I want to hear this.
So we're going 3-4-3. Ideally, this isn't probably his most preferred position for my right mid. But I'm going with my opinion, one of the best through and through right midfielders of all time. Because, okay, Messi, we're going to get to him afterwards, but Messi, right wing, center, doesn't count. Right mid, through and through, Robin.
Arjen Robben. Okay.
Ian Robin.
I thought you were someone different. Okay, I can.
I
I
actually
can dig
thought he
with
was
that.
going to say
I can dig with that.
too.
I'm kind of curious.
No, I don't want to get into that. We'll talk about that later.
Gareth Bale.
No. I thought you were going to say David Beckham.
That's what I was going to say. I thought that there was going to be a little bit Beckham
No
there. and
need
I was-
for any David Beckham slander.
no Englishman should ever make in the starting 11 of all
Oh,
time.
you got a surprise coming.
Swear to God,
Left center mid.
Hold on, if Declan Rice is in this team.
Left
I swear to
center mid.
God.
This one was a tough one. Putting together a midfield two.
So left center mid.
Let's get left mid out of the
Yeah,
way.
I'll say do left mid.
Left mid out of the way. I'm going to put Ronaldinho there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You're building- okay.
I'll put Ronaldinho. It was a toss-up between him and Ribery, but I'm a little bit biased.
Okay.
But I'll go Ronaldinho. Obviously, he's a great guy.
Great guy.
Changed the game.
Class act.
He's your favorite
What?
player's favorite player.
Yeah, I was going to say, completely changed the game.
But my two midfielders.
Revolutionized the game. 2 center mids. Who are
I'm
they?
gonna drop Zinedine Zidane back. I'm gonna run him as a center mid.
Okay.
Obviously.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were saying you're dropping one of the team. I was going to say.
No.
That's what I was going to say. Wait, you never
Hold
even
up,
said your
hold
team.
up.
Zidane's in my top 5
Okay.
of all time.
Yeah,
Any
obviously.
position. Right center mid, another toss-up. But it only comes down to one man, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for it. But I'm going with the ginger magician, Paul Scholes.
You're not going with Paul Scholes as center mid.
You put Paul Scholes in that midfield, you need that ball somewhere, he's going to put
Wait,
it
hold on.
there.
Who's he playing beside?
Zidane.
I mean, you could put Zidane and 10 pieces of wood and you'll win a Champions League.
Yeah,
So, I
or
mean,
you can just win the Champions League with Paul Scholes. And you can actually win a treble with Paul Scholes. Twice.
Yeah, no, Joe. He's Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes, honestly, is
I don't think, you know what? I don't think Paul Scholes is in his top of 11 of all-time players.
he actually, if you would have said to me, Gerrard or Lampard, I wouldn't have argued as much because I
As much as
rate
I
them
would
high.
love to take Lampard, again, a West Ham boy.
Yeah.
Scholes is a better player.
No. Scholes, honestly, is overrated.
How
He
so?
is spoken about too much in this conversation of top midfielders of all time and this and that.
Yeah, I
and
still
don't get me
think
wrong,
Lampard and Gerrard better than
he was a good player, but I think he is so overrated in that regard.
No, I don't rate him.
How
Like,
so?
he was a great player, but I still think
Every
that
time I
he wasn't the
think of
greatest.
every time I think of Paul Scholes, I picture that one pass he made to Berbatov that wasn't really meant for Berbatov, but Berbatov made it look that good. And I
Still
said
would have been a
Berbatov-
perfect pass in behind.
No, it wouldn't have been because who was it? The right back, Raphael. Raphael wouldn't have caught that. That guy was slow.
All right, well, it's a good thing it's not your all-time
Berbatov
11.
made that pass. Sorry, what it was.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
It's not my.
But hold on, wait, hold on. So he's also like passing on Pirlo, Xavi.
Scholes is better than Pirlo. I will
Iniesta.
hear nothing about it.
No.
Scholes is a better midfielder than Andrea Pirlo.
Like I'm
and
most
will hear
arguing
nothing
people
about
when like with the whole Pirlo and versus like Xavi and Iniesta, because I'll even admit that like for me Xavi and Iniesta are the two best center mids to probably ever play.
the only
game.
person who I was fighting with in my head between Scholes and Xavi. That's it.
But
Xavi, I think,
don't
is
know,
better.
man.
than-
Unless I was going for like a more defensive midfielder, but I didn't want to get into all that. 'Cause I would
So
put
you're
Roy Keane.
skipping out on like Patrick Vieira.
Yeah,
You're passing on
I'm putting my team out there to score goals.
even Declan Rice. You think Declan Rice isn't as good as Paul Scholes?
You give Declan Rice 5 years, he'll be the best English midfielder of all time. He's already the best player in the Prem. at the moment.
I'd probably
And he's
take
the best
Declan
English
Rice
player.
over
Yeah,
Yeah,
Scholes.
I was gonna say if you're actually gonna make an outrageous claim of Scholes, I would have said Declan Rice.
All right, hey,
It's your team. It's your team.
It's your team.
It's your
It's your
team.
team.
that's how we do. That's how we win games.
Yeah.
All right?
No, all right. And all right, your top three. Yeah,
Right
sorry,
wing,
your
left wing,
front three.
get him out of the way. Messi, Ronaldo.
Obviously.
Would I love to play Ronaldo as striker? Yes, but
We're gonna get the best out of him.
not how things work around here.
Oh.
Striker position is for one man. You want to play with striker? Oh, Messi, Ronaldo? Hey, I want to score more goals. He's dropping back. Oh, Zidane wants to go up top? Drop him back to midfield. It's the greatest footballer of all time.
Ibra?
If you say Dirk Coit, I'm gonna leave.
Captain Waza.
Oh my god.
Wait, I completely forgot that he didn't even name him yet. I completely forgot.
Wayne
man.
Rooney is arguably the greatest footballer of all time.
I feel like if he wasn't such an idiot and he had like 15% more passion into the game. No, listen. And like more like his head was straight and maybe he wasn't drinking and partying as much, he could have been up there and probably one of the best Englishmen to play the game.
Well, I personally think he is one of the best
Because
Englishmen to play the game.
he had the
But
skill.
you have to consider, he's coming into the scene 16, 17 years old. They were already putting pressure on him to go out there and you're going to win us this Euro Cup.
Yeah.
And he didn't. Then in 06, he got injured in warm-ups, played through the whole tournament. People were like, man, Rooney let us down again. But you can't take away from what he did achieve. All right, he can't take that. England team was never meant to win anything internationally. It was just never going to work.
who was
You put him on that English team now?
But I tell you what, you take Rooney off those United teams,
No, I don't think so, man.
I don't think they're doing the dirt. I don't think they're doing the business.
Those United teams man.
I
they
feel
were
like there was
something
a lot.
else.
There was a lot of underrated players on that United team. Like
They
even
had a lot of good role
Not
players.
even underrated team. Man. Look at the team.
Underrated
itself.
players, I'm saying.
I'm saying not even underrated. Like look at the team they
no,
had.
but I'm saying like a guy like Park Ji Sung.
yeah,
I thought he was actually like a great
Yeah.
player, just very
Like
underrated.
Patrice Evra. Uncle
Like these
Pat.
guys like really flew under the radar
Yeah.
because of how star-studded that like attack
Yeah,
was
no,
and
they
stuff
were
like
that
that.
team was crazy.
But yeah, Wayne Rooney at number one.
So you're gonna go Rooney as your striker.
And who are you gonna get to coach?
But you
this
know you've
masterclass?
definitely
David Moyes.
You've definitely. Well, you know, it could be
not
any
even
coach,
Sir
right?
Alex Ferguson, not like
It could be Zidane coaching
Yeah.
Zidane too. It could be like FIFA. Zidane coaching Zidane.
Hey, how many of those guys could take that West Ham team to the Europa League? Not a lot.
Ranieri took Leicester City to.
Okay, who's your?
Prem.
Hey, hold on, wait. Last question. Now we're continuing this. Who's your 12th man?
Super sub.
Super sub.
No, you know what? Let's give him.
No,
let's
no,
give
no.
him
12th
two
man.
more,
Oh no, no.
let's
I'm
say.
gonna put him on the spot. Two's too easy.
12th man.
Last guy that you're gonna bring.
Let's look at the team. Who are we not going to get the best out of for a full 90 minutes?
Realistically, you're probably gonna bring an attacker because even if like you're down or whatever in this fake game that we're talking about, take out a midfielder, you're gonna throw in another attacker.
Am I winning or
Could
losing?
throw on another defender.
I don't know, man. You're just
Oh,
it's just before the game.
It's tough, though, man. It's tough.
A last guy that you're gonna bring for your team. You're obviously not gonna waste it on a
Fudging heck.
defender.
You got
Fudging heck.
to. For me,
Yeah.
I'd be thinking of a guy that plays multiple roles,
That's what I'm trying to think of right now.
like a Gareth Bale. Start off as a
somebody
left
somebody
back,
who can
played
give
right
you a
mid,
box to
played
box,
center
but
mid.
also if I need him to get up there and score a goal, I'm not going to put Gareth Bale in all-time 12.
David Alaba, all-time 12.
Dirk
actually.
Coit.
It's always back to him.
Shit. You know what? Give me
It's
controversial
tough.
opinion here. I need a goal. All right, we're down. It's 1-1. 78th minute. We need a goal. Scholes comes off. Rooney drops back. Miroslav Klose is coming in.
Whoa.
Miroslav Klose is your 12th man.
Put him in. Take a shot on net. We're getting a corner.
That was very, very far left field.
I did not see that coming.
Out of all the guys,
It was a toss-up. I had him, Benzema, and Lewandowski in my head, but I'm going with Klose.
Really?
That's why I have Rooney for. He's my Swiss Army man.
But you've definitely seen R9 play, right? Like, just if you were thinking maybe you didn't.
Yeah, but like it's so cliche. I like to be a little bit out of left field, man.
I know, but like,
I'm supposed to go out there with Messi, R9, Ronaldinho. It's not for me.
like to play with El
It's not for me.
Passion.
But that's not what I like. That's not my passion. All right?
Yeah, you like playing with the heart.
That's not my passion. I want players who are going to die for that badge. Yeah. Players that missed out, Schweinsteiger, Lahm.
Yeah.
All right? If I was going to 4-back, I'm putting Lahm in at right back.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
Who's your left back?
Tough position. Marcelo, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even argue that.
Maybe Roberto Carlos.
But no,
Yeah, I don't really get along with these Brazilians. I'm Portuguese. I don't need these Brazilians. If I was going to throw some Portuguese players, I'm going to put Deco in before I put Iniesta or
Maniche.
Pirlo.
No,
What about real?
Maniche.
Wait, you're gonna put Deco in. Hold on.
I'd put Deco in before Iniesta or Pirlo.
I would put Rui Costa before Deco.
Deco won the Champions League with Porto.
Yeah, okay, but Rui Costa is literally a Swiss Army knife. He plays everywhere
Yeah, I
in
was
the
gonna
midfield.
say I think he plays everywhere.
If you're going based off your Swiss Army knife,
He
little
played for Milan.
and Fiorentina.
and Fiorentina, some of his best years there.
Anyways, that's my 12, and I'll hear nothing about it.
I mean, you're gonna hear a lot about it, but
I honestly hope someone comes in the comments and just attacks you.
yeah.
But what is there to attack? It's a perfect team.
It's not perfect.
What are we missing?
The fact that Paul Scholes is in the team.
Okay, here we go.
Again, there's so many, and like
So-
just to put
so-
it into
If
context.
anything, I'd
so
drop
just to
Paul
go-
Scholes for a more defensive-minded midfielder.
So just to go
balance it out.
through
But this is a
again.
fantasy game.
Just to go through this again. So we got a 3-4-3. We got Buffon in net.
Mm-hmm.
We got Sergio Ramos. We got Cannavaro,
Mm-hmm.
and we got Vidic. Right mid, we got Robin. Left mid, we got Ronaldinho. Center mid, we got Zidane, and we got Paul Scholes. We got Messi, we got Ronaldo, we got Messi, and we got Captain Waza up top. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's an interesting team. Like, there's a lot of majority of it, I'd agree with. I wouldn't really fight him on, but there's a couple picks on there that I would change on there.
I mean, when you look at it as a whole team, it isn't that
Well, no, obviously, no team you're going to look
bad.
at, especially going through these kind of teams, they're not going to be bad because a lot of obviously the players they've
My
had
only thing
unreal
is
careers.
we've been around for 26 years.
Yeah, 27.
20. Okay, I'm still 26.
Yeah, I'm
I
27.
have a later birthday. So we've seen our fair share of guys that are now icons in FIFA that are spoken about in the annals of history, how
they're
great
older,
they
they
are, whatever,
retire.
stuff like that. And I feel like in that midfield role, there are so many guys.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, Scholes, okay, controversial. But
What else does he have to prove?
yeah. No, I think that one I would not keep.
it's
in the
just
team,
I
but-
feel like there are so many other names you could have mentioned in that
Especially for a
center mid
midfield.
role.
Okay, but
that's
who am
the
I
thing.
gonna
Like
take?
that
Vieira
is the
played
most
for Arsenal.
not only no
Disgusting.
not just Vieta, but there's so many players.
Roy Keane. Swap out Scholes for Roy Keane. There you go.
Edgar Davids.
Davids I didn't like that much.
I need Roy
Davids.
Keane in there to win the ball back.
I love
Roy Keane is a destroyer.
Yeah, but he's just
He's just a
dickhead. He's a dickhead, isn't it?
I would love
He gets
Roy
a bad
Keane on
rap,
the
but
show.
he was.
Nah,
He did what he
man.
had to do for the badge.
a proper
you
player.
have,
Nah, but
you,
he was.
You gotta,
He did. But he was he was bad, dude. He was ending careers.
Who was that other guy that used to fight with him all the time?
Vieira.
No, well, besides him, Vinny Jones.
Oh yeah.
Those are the kind of guys Zach
Yeah,
wants
but
in his team. Just blood, you want blood.
That was a guy you sub on literally to. Okay, you're going in.
Get a red card.
Tackle Ronaldo.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't more West Ham legends in there. That's a little bit disappointing.
When you're making a top team, I mean, it's kind of
But you
hard.
got to think West Ham legends that I've witnessed play. I've
Canio.
never seen DeCanio play a game.
Oh.
I've never seen Bobby Moore play a game. Oh my god, Enner Valencia.
Yeah, kinda hard to
Hey,
know
he
who's
was
naming
pretty
these players.
crazy. He was pretty crazy, Enter Valencia, for
Zarate?
2 weeks. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Mauro Zarate. Wasn't he supposed to be the next Messi?
Yeah,
Or
he's
some
he was
crazy
rated
claim
so
like
high,
that?
and then
Yeah.
he just completely fell off. He got loaned out somewhere, I think, and then he just absolutely just went to shit, man. He just I don't
Maybe
know.
Ogbonna.
Ogbonna,
Big
man. He's a
Ange.
legend.
Yeah.
Big
Ange.
Ange.
Big Ange.
Whenever he's not injured, he usually scores for us. So
How do you feel about Daniel Henry? Isn't he a West Ham player?
he was.
How do you feel about him?
I don't know. Our center backs are so good right now.
So he doesn't crack.
I don't think he cracks it right now.
No.
Dawson's been brick housing it.
Yeah, but you got to think also
Zuma,
future.
I mean-
you got to think future wise with Craig Dawson. He's not exactly the
We still have
youngest.
Diop, who's young.
Are you guys in any cups left or no?
Just Europa.
No, like no FA Cup, nothing like
I
that.
don't think so.
I was like, at least in that, like they can like test them out in there and like give them some minutes. But I mean, if they're only,
mean,
No, if there's positions we need to fill in, it's our right backs. We're having like an identity crisis there with Johnson and Fredericks, and neither of them really put in consistent performances. There's a couple pieces we need to fill.
I thought you guys
What?
had the Czech Republic connection there.
Sufel?
And Su.
Again, some games he gets on there and he's like ridiculous up and down, and then some games he's just terrible, man.
I thought his name was pronounced Kufal this whole time.
No, Sufel.
Sufal.
Sufel.
So the C is an S.
Susek.
Susek.
Okay.
Su.
Any other Czech Republic guys I can think of?
Nedved.
Yeah, but I went with a Su.
No more Su.
Soyuncu.
What are you saying? Soyuncu is a Turkish legend.
He's Turkish, man.
Leicester City legend.
He's Turkish.
Bum.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
Anybody in the Prem not on West Ham's a bum. Besides Conte and Ronaldo.
So other than Zach's top whatever starting
12.
Top 12 now that we went to, I think the next thing we should get into, because now there's been a lot of rumors this week.
Oh yeah.
A lot of transfer rumors.
Oh yeah. You're what do you guys call him? La Joya?
Yeah,
La Joya?
I don't want to.
He might be going to your direct rival.
I'm bittersweet about that, honestly. Like I'm not happy about it, but I am in a sense because I feel like we need to move on from him. I love him.
So let's
think
rate
that-
for like the validity. Oh my goodness, I cannot say the word.
Validity.
There you go.
I still taste the tequila right now on my tongue, so it's not letting me pronounce certain
you
things.
still smell
right
it?
now. I still smell it actually on the microphone. But let's rate like these transfers,
Yeah.
how he'll do for the team,
Okay.
and if it's a smart decision for the team. So like Dybala to Inter, let's just say, yeah. For Inter, it's an 8 out of 10
Yeah.
because they need that position, blah, 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 blah. But for the player, it's a 5 out of 10
Yeah, yeah.
because his career path is going
Yeah, I
somewhere
got it.
different. So, like, okay, Dybala.
I mean, for me, see, I mean, again, it comes down to the injuries, but keep that like aside. I think it would be a great signing, but I don't think it's something they need. I feel like it's just something they're going to get because he's from Juve. It's a free transfer. They're gonna go for it. But having like he's too similar to Lautaro. You have another guy, Correa, another guy that's similar like that.
Correa is very underrated,
getting-
and he's not even playing
You're
right
getting,
now.
but because they all play so similar. So the style that they play with Dzeko, who's a big guy,
Big
playing
idiot.
playing beside that other like playmaking striker, like second striker. So you have Lautaro do that. If he can't, you have Correa. What are you gonna bring Dybala to? So that move there only makes sense and will help Inter if they sell Lautaro,
Okay.
which we'll talk about that. That'll be one of the transfers because he actually is linked with someone too.
Zach, do you think Dybala to Arsenal, because that's another rumor, do you think that is a good move for Arsenal or the player? What's your opinion on that?
I mean, obviously it's a good move for Arsenal because they stink. But I do enjoy Dybala as a player from what I've seen of him.
No,
But
because he's linked with Arsenal and Tottenham. Who do
Yeah.
you think if he goes to the Prem? Who do you think?
I was
like,
gonna
he would-
get
who do
to
you think he would-
Tottenham right after
Oh, okay,
Arsenal.
okay. I was gonna say, who do
Take
you
it
think?
easy, man.
Sorry, man.
But where are they going to put him in a Tottenham lineup?
Behind Kane.
Yeah, behind
I mean,
Kane.
it's Conte too, right? Look how he played. He played with Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez. So he would do Kane right beside Dybala and have that like Dybala acting as the second striker for him,
Yeah,
essentially. Well, I assume also.
Yeah.
Like,
I do think Dybala would do good in the Prem. A lot of people say, "Oh, they can't handle the physicality of the Prem," as if people in the Premier League are getting body slammed every week. Meanwhile, they got all these players in the city how they're injured for 6 months at a time. Nobody misses 3 games. It's like, oh yeah, the Paulo Dybala out for a 8-month injury.
he had COVID, I think, for 4 months.
Maybe it's the
for
medical
a whole
staff.
month. Yeah,
Look at Zaniolo. More games missed than played. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's a fair
I may
assessment.
be wrong.
No, that's actually a fair
That's
assessment.
actually right.
He missed, I'm pretty sure, like almost
Like
2
now,
years.
this season,
because
like
of
he's been
ACL.
consistently like playing, like
Yeah.
not injured.
He's had
but-
2 years playing, 2 years off,
Yeah.
roughly.
So I mean, yeah, it's not.
I
really
mean,
good.
would I take Dybala at West Ham?
That wasn't the question. He's not
Yeah,
linked with
not linked with
West
West
Ham.
Ham. West Ham aren't
Yet.
interested in him. Yeah, I know you would, but he's not linked with them.
I'd
so-
rather see him go to somewhere in the City out than Arsenal or Tottenham.
Yeah, obviously.
I
Joe, what do you think
I
about
don't
Inter?
think. First off, with Inter, bad decision. more so for his career.
Oh yeah, obviously.
And like first off, Inter already has
He's
the
gonna
player.
ruin his whole legacy
They have
with
the
you,
players
too.
there. Yeah, exactly. It goes down to his reputation. His reputation there would be ruined in Italy. He would just look like this glory hunter in a sense. And I don't think if you're not playing Correa, you're not going to be playing Dybala.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why are you buying Dybala?
Exactly. The rumor for Arsenal and Tottenham, it would be nice because he's reunited with Conte. And Conte coached him before. Conte knows how to use him, stuff like that. Arsenal, I think it makes zero sense whatsoever. Because, first off, Dybala is not a true number 9. He's not like... He's almost like that second striker, almost winger type of thing.
Yeah.
So then their front three would consist of Smith Rowe, Dybala, and Saka. Martinelli as well, stuff like that. And
Which
again,
I don't think
fantastic.
will really be the best.
Yeah, fantastic
for them.
players, but I just don't think Dybala fits into that whole thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even with the Atletico Madrid rumors of him going there, I mean,
I can see him fitting there better.
no,
I can see him fitting there
he
a
does-
lot better.
I don't think he defends as Diego Simeone would want. Like, look at Joao Felix. I feel like Joao Felix and Dybala have the
But look
same
at Joao
profile.
Felix now.
Yeah, okay, but
The
how
last
many-
10
no
games,
offense.
he's been phenomenal.
How many times this season have you seen something about, oh, Joao Felix is back, Joao Felix is doing this, and then again you hear the next game, yeah, he's been a ghost. What's going on with him?
I know, but now
He
it's been
has
like consistent
5
the last
games
10
there,
games.
5 games off, 10 games good, 10 games off.
Yeah.
It-
Well, you got to see now. You got to
So,
see if he can
I-
keep going with them.
I don't know, like it would be a big change up for Dybala and what
Yeah,
he's
it'd be a
used
big
to.
change.
Maybe he could pull off like a Griezmann.
That's why honestly I see him staying in Serie A because I think for him and his career, like at his age, to
He should
go
just
out
retire.
to go out to another like league and learn this, like it's gonna be it's a whole different
be more
system and
difficult,
everything.
yeah.
It's gonna be difficult for him.
I do
especially
think he
dealing
would
with
do
injuries.
well in Spain, though. I do think
Yeah.
in
I think
Spain
I could
he would
see
do
him
well.
in La Liga.
I can
Yeah,
see
like
him in
La
Spain.
Liga, I think he could do well in. It's just a matter of the team
right
he's
team.
on.
the right team. Yeah, like, honestly, I think he'd be a good fit even for Barca too, man.
With they already have 15 attackers.
No, but dude, you've done in the summer, half of them are gone.
Maybe like a
They're all
Sevilla.
loans.
I was actually
No.
thinking like a Sevilla, Villarreal, Valencia,
he's
like
still-
one
I
of
think he's still
those.
too
Don't
good
get
for
me
one of
wrong,
those
he
teams.
definitely is.
I think
he
he's still too
definitely
good for one. Like that'd be
is.
a waste of his career.
But you also got to like think like, is his fitness even there?
Yeah, that's
So,
and that's
you
team.
gotta
A lot
think,
of teams
like-
are gonna question, but
Send him to PSG.
they also don't. Teams are also like they're because he's free. They're gonna take that risk of
Yeah.
who cares if he's injured.
I mean, it's not
Let's
a bad
buy
risk-
Him,
it's
buy
not a
him,
bad
pay him
risk to
whatever
take,
8-9
man.
mil, whatever he
Yeah.
wants, and if he's injured, you know what, we'll deal with it. But
What are your thoughts on? Sorry, I'm just changing the subject because just switching it up. You know.
yeah. What's the next one you got?
Kessie to Barcelona.
That one's confirmed already.
Yeah, that's why we're
yeah,
just
yeah.
wanna,
yeah. No,
Do
I
you
was gonna
think
say
that's a good move.
I think honestly, I think it is for them. I think
Zach?
he can do well in Spain. I think he has the ability.
We're talking about the same guy, right? No?
Yeah. No, I honestly
Frank.
do.
I've never watched Kessie
As
play.
long-
Frank
Joe.
Yannick Kessie.
As long as he's used right, I think he'll do good over there.
I can only assume they're bringing him in as like a Busquets
And
replacement.
you can't like
play that kind of role. I've never seen Kessie play.
No,
I've
I'm
sat down and watched
not
him neither.
questioning
I
what
did.
you're saying. I'm just
no.
I
Honestly,
think it's a
Joe, my opinion,
ridiculous
like
move.
I get it. Everyone says the same thing. You know, he didn't really do anything before. He had one good season. Now this year's doing nothing. You have to also keep in mind a guy knowing that he's not going to sign with the team and the team's not offering him anything. How much are you really going to push yourself?
Yeah,
You know you're leaving at the end of the season. Now he knows where he's going. And yeah, you know you're still going to play. You're still going to say, I'm going to go out there and try to win. But how much are you actually going to push yourself?
see, my thing with this whole Kessie rumor, I don't see where he fits in their style of play. First off, with what they're doing under Xavi now, I don't see where he even fits as a starter. So he'd definitely be a bench
he won't.
player.
He won't be a starter at first. I think he'll
and
slowly.
even like to Zach's point, the most logical thing would be Busquets' replacement because he's that defensive mid, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But Busquets has that flair, that finesse, that technical ability.
Yeah.
Kessie is just tough as nails, type of box to
but
box.
he
Like
hold
don't get me wrong,
guys off,
don't-
create
yeah, don't get me
space.
wrong. He could do that. I
But
just think for the amount.
you have Pedri and Rodri there to make
Yeah.
to spread pass the ball,
Wait,
spread the ball.
Rodri,
Not Rodri, what's his name? Pedri and Gavi. That's what I'm talking
Nico Gonzalez.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think for Kessie, the move makes sense. You know, he's older. Barcelona's consistently competing in the Champions League.
Yeah.
This, that, whatever. They're still technically deemed a top team. Okay, I know they're in Europa League right now,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like,
probably going to play West Ham, and I mean,
They could meet up with West Ham in the final if it all goes
pray
well.
for it.
I welcome it.
So like, don't get me wrong. For him as a personal move,
Yeah.
brilliant decision. But
Yeah.
as like the club, Barcelona itself, he'd be depth at the most, and he's being like paid way too much to be a depth player then at that point. And I really don't think. I think maybe he plays like the first couple games, and then they realize he just doesn't fit that whole personality.
So you're
that
saying
they have.
ship him off to the League One?
Yeah.
So just send everyone.
Send
to
him
League
to
One.
PSG. Send him to PSG. Get him out of there. Like, or stop being arrogant and demanding all the money in the world after one good season and stay on Milan.
Actually, hey, speaking about PSG, I want to ask you both because I was reading today. Apparently, Mbappe is going to resign. He's
saw
not
that.
going to go to Madrid.
I saw that. Apparently, the president of France.
Apparently,
or
they
some
met up
shit
with.
like
They met. They
that.
had like a meeting with him, like to convince him to stay. It's
Kind of
absolutely
bullshit is
insane.
that,
But
man?
dude, like if he resigns there and Messi stays and this team stays together, Neymar stays, and they don't win anything,
The team doesn't stay together after this year. I think.
you think?
Break
I
apart.
think I
joke.
do. I think they're going to try to sell Neymar. They're going to keep Mbappe and try to sell Neymar.
I think they sell Neymar and Messi.
Who's going to buy Messi? It's like the same Ronaldo
Yeah,
thing.
I mean-
except Ronaldo's free and Messi's you have to pay for him.
The thing is, I feel like even PSG could just pay out his contract because of how rich they are, right? So I feel like it's a like for me, if you're gonna keep all three of these guys, you know it's not gonna work again.
Yeah.
like they just can't work. Like Messi and Neymar could work; they've done it clearly with
Yeah, yeah.
Barcelona, but Mbappe has too much of an ego, and rightfully so. I get it. He's one of these wonder kids. He's great. He's proven
He knows
like
he
he's
has a skill, man.
fantastic.
Like you look at him play.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong.
incredible.
Again, he's proven
He can't be on
like
a
that
team with Neymar.
ability. But the thing is,
Neymar takes too much away from him.
But how often has he proven himself in the big games? When it comes down to it,
agreed. Zach Lurie just took the words from my mouth there. At the end of the day, yes, he has proved like all this stuff, but you're playing with Neymar and Messi,
Yeah.
and you still want to be the center of the project. You still want to
not
make
even-
up excuses. You still like what have
Well,
you
that's-
really?
he has the talent to be the center of attention. Don't get me wrong, but PSG is not a good fit for him.
No,
Because PSG, they're a very good team in certain positions. When you look at the overall way the team plays, it's nothing special.
No, at all.
Like that game against Real in the Champions League was a joke.
Yeah.
It was like I was watching a varsity team versus a house league team.
Yeah.
it's true.
was
They
bad,
were
man.
abusing them.
Yeah. They have no tact because, and it's
And
as
Mbappe's
a-
the
as
kind of guy who needs that. He needs the service.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But that's like the kind of team. Like as a coach too. Like I feel bad for Poach because like
I
when
don't
you
feel
have
bad
when
for
you
him.
no I don't either because I hate him. But like in a sense, just like the coach of that team because like when you have that many skilled guys. What are you going to
Yeah.
teach? What are you going to tell them to do? What? Like, you can't tell them anything. You
have
tell
so
them
much-
a formation, and that's it.
But I mean,
You're not gonna tell them how to play.
but
You're not gonna tell them
isn't
what to
that
do.
Kind of the point
Of what?
when you have those kind of stars. Like this
Yeah,
is the
but
thing.
Joe, your
you
team,
could coach that.
You always still
midfield
need a direction.
Yeah, I get it, but you could still coach that midfield. You could still coach that defense. That
Not really.
attack kind of coaches itself. You have Neymar and Messi, man. Like
You're telling me you coach that defense field has too
look
much
at
of
what
an
Pep
ego,
Guardiola said about Messi.
Man. Yeah,
You try to tell him what to do, whatever, but you know at the same time he's just going to do his thing.
Yeah.
He's going to step on that field. He's going to walk around for the first 10 to 15 minutes, look left, look right, look
Yeah,
left,
just
look
analyzing
right,
the whole field.
analyze everything, and then you'll see him start to explode and do his thing. It's for me. I'm not saying build around Messi.
Mm-hmm.
By all means, I'm not saying that. But as a coach, if you have that front three, what you are then trying to do is build a midfield to support that front three.
Yeah.
Not getting Danilo Pereira, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Wijnaldum. Like, don't get me wrong, Wijnaldum I think is good.
yeah, but they signed him to sit on the bench. They didn't
But
need
that's
him.
the thing.
They signed him because Barca was trying to sign him.
Poch isn't using what he could be using. Like, he's brainless. He's genuinely brainless. And, like, a team
anyway,
like that
'cause-
doesn't need to be fully coached. You
It's
don't
not that
need a genius
He's
behind
not
the wheel.
using them.
Yeah.
It's just that he doesn't need to use them. Where are you going to put Wijnaldum in that midfield? Who are you going to bench? Verratti?
No, you put Verratti and Wijnaldum.
And who are you benching?
Danilo Pereira, Idrissa Gana Gueye.
No, but they're not both starting.
Have you seen PSG's games?
No, they didn't both start.
How much? Do you want to put money right now?
No, who's their midfielder? What's his name?
Leandro
No,
Paredes.
Thingstar.
That's
Yeah.
my baby angel. But again,
Who is it?
you put Verratti defensive mid,
Yeah.
which now them box to box
Yeah, but-
because that's what he did for Liverpool.
But they
and
played
it worked
Danilo
so
defensive mid
Why?
because he's a defensive mid.
And what's Verratti?
But he can get up the field, man.
Verratti doesn't even know how to shoot the ball.
No, what? Okay, he is horrible at shooting. Never mind. What about that?
That's why I would picture him more.
But he can
as that defensive
He
mid.
can run that box to box. He can get all over the field.
but
He can be everywhere.
If you have two players of the same profile, but one is more elegant as a deep lying player. I remember when Verratti bursted on the scene. I still won't forget it. He was in his own 18-yard box, back against Iniesta and Xavi was right there.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than clearing it out, rather than doing anything, he decided to try to dance with the ball and get out of that pressure. And he got through no problem, and he just created space for himself. That is like, he is naturally that very gifted playmaker.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So why don't you use him as that defensive mid? And you don't have to use him as a holding mid.
Yeah.
Like a ball winner or whatever. You let your other guy do it. You let Paredes do that. You let him run back and forth, whatever, because he's better at that. But Paredes actually knows how to shoot the ball and get
he can actually
forward
hit the
and
net.
play make in the final third. Whereas Verratti, like,
No,
I love him to
they even
death,
have
world
Draxler,
class.
too. That's what they have too.
But you
I
see what I
forgot
mean?
about
Like,
that
they
guy.
have the players. It's just a matter of being mismanaged. And
Yeah.
if I'm Mbappe, that would have been my criticism. Not, I want to be the center of the project, but Messi and Neymar are here. No, I would say, wow, that's fantastic. I have the opportunity to play with these guys.
Yeah.
Let's move forward.
Yeah.
Let's actually try to win something rather than being knocked out at the same stage every goddamn year.
Yeah, they can't make it through.
Like-
It's actually so embarrassing, man. Like as a team, the fact that with the team they have, the signings they make every year, they just can't do anything.
They're just genuinely mismanaged.
Yeah.
They
And-
got rid of Thomas Tuchel.
and Thiago Silva, like thinking, oh yeah, you know what,
I
this
mean,
is
don't get me
you know
wrong.
what, we came this close. This is the smartest move to make.
Don't get me
I think.
wrong, Sergio Ramos was a pretty nice little acquisition, though.
He played one game.
Yeah,
though.
I
the
mean-
guy was injured all season last year, and I get he was free, but you don't need him.
Yeah.
Why are you going to spend the money on his wages? He's
No, I
gonna
agree.
be gonna
I
be
agree.
dead all year.
I agree with that.
Just to say, hey, we signed Ramos, and Ramos plays on PSG to get some jersey sales. Like it was a stupid signing for them. They
I
did
just
not
think
need
PSG is very badly managed
Yeah.
in all
Horrible.
aspects, not just
Horrible.
Pochettino.
that. Yeah.
West Ham is managed better.
And who was the? Oh my God! What was it the one we were talking about today? The transfer.
Gravenberch to Bayern.
Gravenberch to
Gravenberch.
Bayern. What do you
That-
think about that one?
Might
That one-
be he's the hottest player right now. Pick up.
Oh, I thought you were looking at something. Like, what's over there?
And I honestly, I think he
think
goes
he's
with,
absolutely
he goes to
sensational.
Bayern. He develops
Do you
there.
see how cheap he is too?
But does he start at
Oh.
Bayern?
No, not at first.
I don't even think he breaks.
Not at first. But as long as he's okay with the whole
Taking a step
not
back.
playing, slowly going to integrate into the team, and he's going to get better like that.
Well, you know who his agent is, though.
I know.
He
But-
just wants his player to get paid.
Yeah, but with Bayern it's different, man.
Yeah.
I feel like once you go to Bayern and it's a totally different team.
I would honestly maybe even say he starts. Think about
I wouldn't
it.
say it. Who's gonna?
Over who?
That's the thing
Who's
with
there? Goretzka?
Graven. Yeah,
Kimmich.
No, they're not going to take Goretzka or Kimmich out of that team.
kidding
Goretzka
me?
barely is featured. He hasn't featured as much this year due to injuries and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Okay,
but
so then who they
to
play?
fill that,
Tolisso?
Tolisso again is on his way out.
I would say Tolisso on his way out. I'm pretty sure he's kind of over with that team.
The thing with Gravenberch is this might be a bold statement for me to make, but I think he may be like another Rue Gullit.
Yeah.
You know, that industrial. He
I-
could play center back. He could play defensive mid. He could play attacking mid, center forward, and
It's not ridiculous.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It's
That's not
to say
ridiculous.
that.
That's not crazy at all, man. Like I would honestly, I would honestly agree with you.
6'3". He has a crazy amount of finesse, but yet he could also put in a fantastic tackle.
Yeah.
You could throw him defensive mid beside Joshua Kimmich. You could throw him as behind the striker where Thomas Muller's playing. Hell, you could put him center back, and
Yeah,
he'll
you
still
literally
play
him
the
anywhere.
same work.
And I think he's if he does start playing right away, which would be nice to see. I feel like he's the type of player that he'll make that jump quick. It's not going
Yeah.
to take him a while to kind of get used to the
craziest
league
part
and,
with him
and break
too
into
is
the team.
it's only 25 mil.
Yeah,
25
It's
mil.
insane,
If
man.
I am literally any team in the world right now, I am scraping together that 25 mil and I'm saying, Ajax, here you go.
yeah.
unless it's like some sort of tactical thing right now that they want to start like a bidding war of
They want to
sorts.
start it off low. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so like, oh yeah, we know Bayern's giving us 25 mil. Anyone else interested? Give us a little bit more. And then it turns into a bidding war.
I mean, like you said, the agent, man. It's not the craziest thing you
that's
could
what
say.
That's what I mean. So like, I could see, I mean, personally, I think that's what should be happening, that there's a bidding war for this man.
25 mil.
He's what, 19 years old, and he's like already proven
already
like how
built.
fantastic he is.
He's only 19.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's 19.
I think he's at least 21.
No,
It's
19.
actually
I'm pretty
crazy.
sure 6'2", 6'3", something like that. He's an animal. He's genuinely an animal.
He's built different, man. That'd be such a crazy signing for Bayern.
I think that's probably out of all the rumors and stuff I've read and seen, that's the best one.
I feel like
That
Bayern-
makes sense for every party.
Bayern never misses. Like everyone they sign, always.
Even when they sign these players that sit on the bench.
Was that Davies? Like everyone's like, who's this Canadian kid from Vancouver? And now look at him.
14 mil, and everyone's like,
had
what
a
the heck?
flop?
Some
like-
people could argue Tolisso, actually.
Yeah, I was saying like they've had like they're odd, but I'm saying like for the youth
No,
wise,
Hummels did well for them when he was there. Like, 3 years. But
yeah.
age
And I'm
just
pretty
got
sure
the best of it.
they signed him at like 26, 27.
Yeah, like just age
he played a
got
couple
the best
years
of
there,
him.
and then he got older. Flop wise, man, like you look at that team,
No, I'm trying to think.
they never really had like anything crazy flop wise.
Choupo-Moting, is he good?
He did good
he's
too
a legend.
when he went there.
We need to
every
know
time he
who
got-
his agent is.
Every time he got subbed in, that guy he still scored a goal.
He did, actually.
one of the better than
He does
Raiola.
get the craziest transfers.
The fact that he went from Stoke City to Bayern to PSG to Bayern, like
Dude,
what?
no, wait. Stoke City to Mainz, I think it was.
Yeah.
Then Schalke. Then I'm pretty sure he might have been like a free agent or something like
And
that.
then, he was a free
Then
agent when
he
they
went
picked
to
him up.
Bayern or PSG
Yeah.
or whatever, and then he
And then
it's
vice
like,
versa.
wait, how?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Like-
I think he got a new agent near the end. When
Wasn't
he became a
Bayern
free
going to
agent.
sign Wirtz too?
Yeah, they probably will too.
He tore his ACL now.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
They were supposed to sign him too.
Yeah.
I think I saw that somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think he tore his ACL
Dude,
like a month ago.
Especially
Yeah, he did.
Any
That I've
youth,
seen.
Bayern's like, oh, yo, what's that guy doing over there? Okay, let's
Especially if
keep
it's
our eyes on
within
him.
the Bundesliga.
And then when it's a German, they're like, yeah,
It's
hey,
game
hey
over.
guys,
Especially
just-
if they're on Dortmund.
oh yeah.
Well, it's kind of shocking that they didn't actually pursue Julian Draxler then in that regard.
I'm surprised. Werner and Havertz got away from the league.
There's something.
I'm so
telling
surprised
you,
about that.
The only one, okay, like Kai Havertz is actually like the real deal.
You know, yeah, Werner.
But
Like,
with
I can
Timo
get.
Werner, like a part
They
of me
probably
thinks
saw
like
it.
Bayern Munich's like they
They knew
seen something.
They knew.
you
Yeah,
know? And they're like,
this
ah.
guy's not it. Like this guy's not replacing Lewandowski. This guy's nowhere near.
That's the thing
But
too, right?
Kai, man, I feel like he's a perfect replacement for Muller.
Honestly, I think he's a better version of Muller. No,
Muller's insane.
I mean,
for that
okay,
team, man.
don't get me wrong.
He's such an underrated player. I hate him, but
I absolutely
Way
love,
too early to make a claim like that.
I absolutely love Muller, the
Yeah.
Räumdauter, or however you pronounce that name, the space investigator over there. I think he is world class and so criminally underrated. But I don't know, Kai Havertz he's a different gravy. Man.
Yeah.
There's
Different
that
players. Huh?
There's that finesse about what he does.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like he plays as that second striker. He could score the goals, whatever. But he just has the finesse that I don't think Muller ever had. And everyone will say it. Even Muller will say it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that technical ability. He just always got the job done.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz is like he's on the path to be that player, but with the finesse.
yeah,
you know,
he's gonna
like
continue
it's,
this form and keep
Yeah,
and keep
exactly,
growing and
exactly.
showing up in the big moments because he is showing up in the big moments.
Oh,
man.
he is. He
Champions
really
League
is.
final.
He's
it was the
fantastic.
super cup. No, the Club World Cup final. I think he scored too.
Yep.
Yeah.
In every big game for
Yeah.
Chelsea, he's
He's
shown
showing
up. He's
man.
done his thing,
He's
and
doing
that's
his
it.
job. He's doing his job more than Werner and Lukaku.
Yeah,
can both do.
literally.
It's actually crazy. They spent how much on two strikers for their attacking midfielder to be doing the job of
And that's
them.
the thing. Just throw him there. Just let him play striker. Let him play that role.
For real.
Playoff City,
What else?
Playoff City was playing the two wingers and
Yeah.
play him as like your center forward attacking mid.
Who
like, have him
cares?
jump
At
back.
this point, he's banging in the goals. He's doing everything. Just let him.
Why
run
not
free.
use him there?
Maybe he is the Räumdauter, the space investigator.
Yeah, you never know,
sorry,
man.
space interpreter.
Talk about Bayern, Joel. I think is it time for what I think it is?
The bets.
Is it time, Joe?
I think it's time for the bets.
Hold on, Joe. What's the name of it again? I think we have to remind everybody.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
And clearly,
this week-
last game I was shit.
Yes, very shit.
We're not
And he
doing
got,
that again.
He had to pay for it.
I don't even think I got one right. Honestly.
No, Joe, you actually got 0 right. I got 4,
wait,
by the
didn't
way,
I
right.
predict a
but-
tie?
No, you got nothing right. You absolutely got nothing. You got X's everywhere.
Keep banging
We can
against,
we can listen
West
back
Ham.
after if you want to really want to
No,
relive that.
hey, I don't want to.
You want to start fresh?
Just no more tequila.
Let's start fresh.
Because I
Hey,
still smell
don't
it.
lose. Just don't lose.
Every so often,
Just
it
don't
comes
lose.
up my mouth.
Don't lose.
It's
Okay,
a little
so
gross,
this
yeah.
week, instead of doing the weekend fixtures, we're just gonna go do the Champions League. So we're gonna do 5 of the Champions League and Europa League games that are happening this week, and just give our predictions about those. And we're gonna be going off that this week, just because on the weekend there's not too many big games
Yeah,
happening,
there's
and I
no
feel like
tight games.
everyone's gonna be watching these games because right now we're getting to the end of Champions League, Europa League season, and now we're gonna see who's gonna take home the trophy this year and be the kings of Europe.
Choose wisely.
So Joe,
I definitely will choose wisely.
Can you
I'm gonna
pull
go
up the table for League One?
yeah.
Zach wants to see his opponents for the Europa
I want to
League.
see Leon's form.
They're mid-table right now. Ryan Cherok's not playing that much.
Yeah, but they were mid-table when they pumped Juve in Champions League.
Well, because Juve sucks in
suck.
Champions
Yeah, I
League.
know.
Simple.
Okay, let's get to the predictions while Zach looks at the table.
Okay. So, first game, Benfica, Liverpool.
Benfica.
Benfica, Liverpool. Okay, I'm gonna go Liverpool 1-0.
All right. City versus Atletico. City.
Versus Atletico.
Pep Guardiola.
It's gonna be
It's really you.
it's gonna be a 3-1 win for City.
3 goals against Atletico.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement,
Yeah.
actually.
I don't think their tactics going to work against City.
No.
They're gonna get so exposed against
That
City. It's
invite
disgusting.
pressure, fucking
Man's-
my bad.
Pep,
Pardon my
Pep,
switch.
Pep knows. Pep knows Simeone by now.
I
He
hate
knows.
Atletico.
Hey.
I hate Simeone. I hate the way he
Listen.
plays football.
Pep actually said he has a crazy special tactic for tomorrow. He's going to play with 12 players. So, he
Dude,
said
Pep, man,
he said he loves to overthink games.
I would love to live in his head for a
dude,
minute.
I-
He plays Bernardo Silva at 3 different positions.
Oh, I love
It's like
it.
And he
having
plays, and he
13
plays, and he
players
plays
up there.
better in each one.
Bernardo Silva is literally the heartbeat of that
Dude,
team.
he moves him
I'll
on.
fight
He
anyone
moves
with
him on
that.
the right. He has a phenomenal
Yep.
game. Puts him in the center. You're like, oh, why do you move him again? Has an even better game. You're like, hey, dude, where's
Dude,
this guy
I think
play?
at one point he literally played Bernardo Silva as a defensive mid in a
so, too.
3-man like mid, and I'm not even
too
kidding.
good,
Like
man.
he's just like
That would not.
either
I would
Pep
not,
is
that's
a
one guy I would
world-class
not
coach in that
question. I would
regard,
not
or
question
Bernardo
Pep
Silva.
ever.
I'll question him only because he plays John Stones.
Hopefully Bernardo Silva can.
Hey, still better than Maguire.
That's true, actually. All right,
Justin's not terrible.
Chelsea versus Real.
Chelsea coming off a tough loss against Brentford,
Vinicius Junior.
Madrid. Is,
That's the guy.
is Benzema? He's healthy,
He's fit.
right? So he's fit. You know what? I'm gonna go 1-1 draw that game.
Kind of weak.
And I just feel a tie. I just feel like it's gonna be a very defensive game on both ends. I feel like Madrid, like they're not gonna want to concede. Same with Chelsea.
Bayern
more of a second
Villarreal.
Oof, Bayern, honestly, first games they always
Tight.
nothing.
It'll be a tight game.
Maybe 2-1.
You say Bayern?
Yeah, 2-1 Bayern. Second game 8-0. No mercy, dude. Second games, no like they give you hope in the first game. It's like, hey, don't worry.
Yeah, didn't they tie against
I'd
Salzburg?
8-2
whatever?
bring it up for the Barcelona fans.
Like,
But,
what was it? I think what was the aggregate in
Good
the
one
first?
again.
The aggregate in the first game wasn't
I
that
think
bad.
it was tied.
I think so. It was like
I think it was
close
like
2-1.
1-1
Barca
or
or
2-1.
Leipzig?
It wasn't Leipzig they played. It was
It was
Salzburg.
something.
Red Bull Salzburg.
Who?
Are you sure it
Bayern.
was Leipzig?
Yeah,
I'm
Leipzig.
talking about Bayern versus Barca.
No,
I
but
was
we're
talking about
talking about right now
just
the
right
other
now.
the other Champions League
Oh.
game. It was Salzburg. Leipzig.
Salzburg.
Leipzig is
Oh,
playing.
they lost the first game 1-0, no?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Bayern lost the game for 1-0. Yeah, then they just came to the game like, sorry.
All right. West Ham versus Lyon.
That's gonna be a tough one. But I mean, like looking at Lyon, they're not like they're very inconsistent form wise. You look at their last like 5 games.
So is West Ham.
Not the greatest. So is West Ham. They're both known for that. But West Ham in this Europa League, man, I think they're really gonna push for this
We
title.
didn't play
because-
great against Sevilla the first game. We conceded it was like a wonder.
But look at the
volley.
second
Yeah, I'll
game.
never score that goal again.
Look at the second game.
Second game though, Moyes put those leather boots on, buddy.
That's what I mean, man.
Boot to the necks. Sevilla didn't know what to do. They were scrambling. It was a masterclass. A David Moyes masterclass.
Okay, so I'm gonna go bold with this. 2-0 West Ham. No, 2-0 clean sheet.
Nah, our defense ain't
Who's your
bad.
goalie? Who's your goalie now?
Fabianski. But for Champions League, it'll probably be, for Europa League, it'll probably be Areola.
Areola.
Barca versus Frankfurt.
1-0 Barca win.
What a win, too. Aubameyang's too good right now, man.
1-0.
What happened to Depay? Is he injured?
No, yeah, he's injured. I think he's done for the season.
Yeah, I think he's off
Something
the team.
like that. No, sorry, he's training. He's training again. He's training, but he was
And he's off the team. They get by the summertime.
Oh, I
They're
thought you were
gonna
saying
get rid
right
of him.
now. I was gonna say, okay,
No, they're gonna get rid of
like
him.
he's still there. He posted a picture about it all. Him training with his friends again.
Yeah, he's just always doing something crazy. All right, Joe. What are your thoughts now?
I'm ready. I don't. Okay, so
We got
Benfica,
Benfica
Liverpool?
versus Liverpool.
Liverpool 3-0.
Oh my god! You think it's gonna be a violation thing?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
Come on.
I think so.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think about City versus Atletico?
Atletico 2-1. I'm gonna regret that
On Atletico.
because I think Atletico's home.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's what I'm basing my decision on.
Well,
right
anyways,
See it, and I'm gonna regret it. Lock that
Chelsea
in.
versus Real. I already locked it in, so you can't change it
Yeah,
now.
no.
Chelsea versus
Chelsea
Real.
versus Real. What did you say again?
1-1 draw.
Vinicius Junior.
I want to say Real because Ancelotti,
Okay, so what score?
but I'm going with Chelsea.
Okay, what score?
2-1.
Chelsea.
I say 3-0 Real.
Jesus.
We're not talking to you right now, man.
Benzema brace.
And
Bayern and Villa Real.
Bayern Munich 4-0.
That's a 5.
Oh, we're close. Not 4-0, but I think Bayern Munich's just gonna step
it.
on their throat.
Stop it. West Ham versus Lyon.
Take Leon. It's worked out in the past for you, so it'll be better for us. Hassoum Awar.
Hachim Mastour. Gini
I don't know.
Wijnaldum.
Leon.
Leon.
1-0.
1-0. Okay.
And Barca Frankfurt.
Barcelona.
What score?
3-0.
3-0. You're
Okay, Zach.
I know ratings are so off.
I know Zach. You're not going to be involved with the bet here, but I'm going to get your thoughts on your predictions.
Rapid fire them off.
Your predictions. So take it easy there. Benfica versus Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool.
City.
Okay, City versus Atleti.
3-0 City.
Jesus.
Massacres all around. Chelsea versus Real.
3-0 Real.
I like how he gets so close to the mic and just whispers.
Bayern and Villarreal.
6-0 Bayern. No, 6-1. Because they have Gerard Moreno, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll score.
And they have
He'll score a penalty.
they have Danjuma too.
Yeah.
Danjuma's
pretty
pretty
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I save that one for last? Barca versus Frankfurt.
1-0 Barca, I guess.
I guess.
I just want Barca to win because I want to face them eventually.
And
A
your
West Ham victory over
thoughts
Barcelona
on-
would be tattoo worthy.
And your thoughts on West Ham versus Lyon.
3-1 West Ham.
Ooh.
I think Jared Bowenbag's a brace.
I mean, what would you do if Mark Noble
Comes
begs
in
a
and-
brave?
and
winner.
save,
Yeah.
he comes in and just saves the day.
Yeah, last-
out of the
absolutely
box.
comes in, saves the
last
day
time
for
he was
West
given that
Ham.
opportunity, he lost. He missed a
True,
penalty
actually,
against
I remember
United.
that.
Yeah, but hey, now it's a second chance, man.
I think
Get-
Declan Rice might score, to be honest with you.
I think he chokes it.
Random. Last question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right before we end, I genuinely want to ask this question to Zach. Declan Rice, is he worth 150 mil?
To us, yes.
That's the guy we're talking about.
That's the point. That's why he even made that claim. We're not interested in selling. Now listen. Obviously, we don't know what the relationship is behind the scenes. We can only assume that Rice is happy at West Ham.
Yeah.
All right. But when the club starts saying things like, "Oh, if you do want to buy him, it's gonna be 160 mil." Then when his contract does end out, maybe he leaves for free, and we get.
Yeah,
But
you don't want that.
I would like to believe that he wants to stay at West Ham, and that he enjoys playing for West Ham.
Isn't he a Chelsea boy though?
Yeah, I think
Went
he
to Chelsea
grew up with
youth,
Chelsea.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
he has played.
West
and
Ham
had
took that chance on him.
Yeah, and he had some great
He
years.
said his
there.
whole family's West Ham fans now.
Yeah.
You know, I think if we take something here in Europa League, maybe next year we bring in another little spicy guy or something like that. You know, we bolster the team a little bit. I think we convince Rice to stay.
I think you can, but the only thing again with that is you guys have to compete and be at that level where you guys can maybe win Europa League, make a couple signings, be more competitive in the league, and then West Ham might be up there with the team, and he might say, "You know what? I'm going to stay here. I'm going to ride it out with West Ham." Maybe we can wait. If he sees that West Ham can actually win something and challenge, he might.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if he's going to look at it like it's going to be the same cycle every year, that we're going to become close to Europe, we don't make it, we make it, we do all right, same thing in the league. He's going to go to probably. I'm assuming. I think obviously. I think everyone thinks it's Chelsea because of the fact that he grew up on their youth.
United.
I
But
was gonna
United
say, I saw
also
some
want him.
links with
United,
United.
yeah. I don't know.
I think United already offered
Any
126.
Englishman, United's
126.
always United's always going to have their feet in the.
And they
always.
said, like Moyes was saying, last year 100 mil for Declan Rice would have been a steal.
Yeah.
So and now he wants 160 mil for him.
I mean, okay, this is the thing.
There
Market's
is teams.
inflated.
There,
The market's
but
so inflated right
There's
now.
teams that will pay him, man.
Yeah.
Player values are.
Are you going to apply lip balm right now?
Yeah. Let's talk about Declan Rice. In case he's watching.
He was the good.
Well, you know what? On
for
that,
Dex.
on that note,
we're
I
gonna
think
end
that we're going to end this. Zach, thank you for
Yeah.
coming on the show.
Thank you, Zach, for joining us.
Pleasure being here.
Thank you for joining us. It was a fun episode. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And I hope you guys had a fun time watching and listening on this week's
Scaring me the
episode.
way he's looking at like everything.
Just staring deep into in their soul.
Yeah, whatever. I don't appreciate
But,
the Paul Scholes slander we endured, but
Hey, you went through it. So thank you guys for watching and for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, it's at Ultras11. Subscribe, comment, and like on YouTube. We post all of our videos on there. And this week, actually, we're going to be posting 2 episodes. So we're going to have this one coming up it'll be up on Tuesday morning. And then we're going to have our special episode probably up on Thursday morning. So we'll have both those up this week. And other than that, Joe, send it off.
Well,
See you
thank
guys next week.
Have fun.
Ciao.